Hey guys, Danny here with the top 15 best soaps cards video. People have been asking for me to do this since the top 10 worst soaps card video, and the reason I'm switching to 15 for this is because there's so many good cards. And the 4 games this will be from is from Sketchbook Chronicles Beta, Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy, and Sketchbook Chronicles 2018. And in the back, actually, you see the first card of those 4 games. These aren't in the top 15, just thought I'd point it out. Abraham Lincoln was the first card of Sketchbook Chronicles Beta. It might have not been the first card made, but it's number 001. It's the first card I made for it, at least. I don't remember if Soaps made a card before that. Then you got first card for Sketchbook Chronicles was Bill. It says number 009, but that's because the first few cards Soaps made never ended up getting released. They weren't like official cards or anything, I'm pretty sure. First card for Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy was Mouth Sore. That is only number 37 because Soaps was kind of just experimenting around with coloring, and he kind of was putting random numbers on these cards and decided he liked that, so he went to Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy. And the first card of Sketchbook Chronicles 2018 has Gotta Go Fast. So let's start the video. Before we start, a couple of honorable mentions. There's actually a lot, so I'll try and go quick. The original Beanie Baby, Combine, Big Mon, Zalk Invader, Trash Can America, Ginger Toast Man, Dragoslev, Totally Not a Robot, Nerd, and Whitebeard. Those are all cards I like. Now let's get into the top 15. Number 15, the Muffin Man. This card, the background's not great. It's just some hills, a house, a sign. You know, not the proportions aren't great, but I just love the expression on the Muffin Man's face. Yeah, he's holding a cup of tea and a cup of beer. I just like this card. Number 14 is Firestarter, which is a remake of a card. I think it was called Firestarter, it might have been called something else. The reason I like this card is it kind of has, a feel of Adventure Time. The mouth and stuff kind of reminds me of Adventure Time. Plus, it's just a well-made card. Just looks cool. It has a great ability, Boom Boom. When this card attacks all opponents' monsters, lose 100 block, and this card's block is 0. Not necessarily a great ability, but it's a fun ability to use, because you pretty much die the next time you're in battle, but it's fun. Number 13 is Snake Tamer, a card from the Sketchbook Chronicles game. I kind of just like the art in this one. You got a guy with a snake. I like his face as he's playing the music for the snake. This is just a cool card. I like the art. Next up, we got Furpotamus. This is from Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy, and I just love this card. It's just like a hippo breathing fire. Not a hippo. Is it a hippo? It's a hippo, yeah. I don't know why I was questioning myself. Unless it's a rhino. No, it's a hippo. Hippopotamus. It's a hippo. You can see, like, I just love its eyes, its mouth. It's a great card. Number 11, Fur Ninja from Sketchbook Chronicles. This card, he just has such a derpy look. I just love his look, his face. He had a volcano in the background. He's a cool card. I like him. I just like the art for it. Next up, number 10 is Diddy Plumber from the newest Sketchbook Chronicles 2018, a remake for the original Diddy Plumber. This is just such a well-made card. Like, he has his plumber guns, those look cool. I love his expression and his beard. The jetpack looks cool. This is just a really well-made card. I really like this card. Great card. Number 9 is Will the Wizard Peters, also from the newest Sketchbook Chronicles. And this is also a remake. This is, I just really like this card. The fire coming from his hands looks really cool with the purple. His hair looks cool. His mustache beard thing looks cool. The cow in the background, I like it. Just the whole background looks super nice. This is just a great card. I really like this card. Number 8, Music Man from Sketchbook Chronicles. This is I just really like this card. He's like listening to music. His head is a beatbox, so obviously you see the Cloud Castle in the background. Not Cloud City, that's Star Wars. Cloud Castle in the background. He just looks like You know, he has a blank expression, but you can tell he's enjoying himself as he rides on his skateboard through the clouds. So I just like that card. Number 7 is PumpkinBot 2000 from newest Sketchbook Chronicles. I don't know why I need to say all of these. You know, you can probably tell by whether it has color and like stuff like that. This is a card I kind of made when Soaps was making his pumpkin archetype. I didn't realize they're called pumpkins, so I wrote pumpkin. But I kind of just wanted to make a pumpkin card because Soaps was making them. And this is just one I feel like turned out really well. His face looks cool with the different oranges. I like the background. I put a lot of work into that, and I think it looks pretty cool. And then he's holding like the tiny pumpkin in his hand. It's just a card I really like the art of. Yeah. I keep needing to start new takes because I keep forgetting what number I'm on. Number 6 is Bob from Sketchbook Chronicles Beta. This might be the first beta card we've seen in this top 15 list. Just because a lot of beta cards ended up being remade in future games, like in a better way, or I don't know, there are a lot of great beta cards, but I didn't end up including a lot of them. So you got Bob. Bob is one of Soaps and my oldest characters. He originated in Bob cards, which you might have been able to guess, because Bob cards, and he always takes on different forms. Here he's looks like a hairy Italian guy who just wants a hug, who likes to give hugs. But he's like an epic monster. He's just so cool. Next up is Flying Zoc from Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy, and this was actually remade, but I don't have access to the remade one. But this one I just really like this card. Flying Zoc's kind of flying away from the city you see, with kind of weird shaped buildings. You got some UFOs around him. I love his just aesthetic. Like, his face looks cool. The wings connecting to him look a little weird, but they still look cool. This is just a card I really like. I just like the whole idea of a planet that he's like away from. I really like this card. Number 4 is Eager Beaver. This card is a classic. This is I think his second form. He was also in Sketchbook Chronicles. He might have been in one other game, I'm not 100% sure. But this card, first of all, he's super fun to play with. One of the most fun cards because of his ability. So Eager. This card's attack and block is his ink cost multiplied by the numbers in 2 boxes. Pretty much, you pay whatever you want, and then it's multiplied by whatever. But this was so fun. I remember in both Sketchbook Chronicles and Sketchbook Chronicles 2018, just paying a bunch of money for him, so he's super good. He's just such a fun card to use. Plus, you can't dislike him. He's so eager, based on his name. He just looks so cool. This is a card I really like. Number 3 is Tor. This is a card I've always really liked, and it's definitely original, not a ripoff of anything. But this card, you see, I just love Tor's face. He's kind of just blank expression. He has his hammer in his hand, which is just a very happy hammer. There's not much background, but he's just so enjoyable. You can tell, even though he's not smiling, you can tell he's like a mix between he's a happy dude, he also needs to do what's right, and he knows that, and he likes doing that. It just makes you feel good. I just love this card. Plus, he was in the original Sketchbook Chronicles comic as a main character, kind of. So I've just always liked him. Number 2 is Cool Octo from Sketchbook Chronicles Legacy. This was like the Alpha Octo in the Octo archetype, as you can tell by his ability. Alpha Octo. And this card, I don't know why, I just really like the art. I love the purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. It's a color that goes great. A color that looks great. But, so it looks great on him. Plus he has a rad top hat that like doesn't fit, just looks really cool. Plus his awesome sunglasses, his smile. He knows he's the best. This is just a card I really like. The background's not too detailed, but there's a background. And this is a card I really like. And the number 1 card is Seaburger from Sketchbook Chronicles. I think it only makes sense that Sketchbook Chronicles 2018 card would be the number 1 card, because it's definitely by far our most polished game, best looking game, you know, it's so good. And this card is just so well made. It is a remake, and You see Seaburger. He's kind of a menacing sea monster, but you know, he's kind of charming in a way. He looks menacing, but you know, who knows. And then you see his stripes are just super nice. I love his coloring scheme. The pirate ship in the background looks so good. It just is so well shaded and everything. Plus you get the classic Sketchbook Chronicles, random background character, just a random fish jumping out of the water. The sky looks cool in Clash as well. This is just a card I really like. And I think it kind of embodies what Sketchbook Chronicles is about. You know, you have a range of creatures, some ferocious, some not. It's just a great card. I personally really like it. It might not be my personal favorite, but I think this deserves to be #1. Although, really, all of them deserve to be #1. There's just so many great cards in this game, and I'm shaking this card. Also, is this a foreshadowing for the pirate game Soaps is making? 7 Seas TCG? Who knows? So that was my top 15 best Soaps card list. There are obviously, like I said, so many other great cards that could win on the list. It was hard to choose just 15, but Soaps cards are pretty good, and my cards, I mean like the Soaps channel cards. Yeah, so that was the video. See you guys next video.